What's going on, everybody? Just sitting at home, finally made it home, just sitting here enjoying a book about load securement and FMCSA regulations. Nah, that's not what this is. But I did make it home, so on today's episode, we're going to show you about, we're going to talk about some coil placements and weight distribution, how to get your axles right on a heavy load that is right at the max of what you can possibly do. And then we're going to get some sheets picked up for our load home, for our preload for the weekend. So stick around, we'll be right back. Creeping up the list of probably the coolest stuff I've ever hauled. We're gonna go hunting for Ewoks. I really wish I had like a Darth Vader or a Stormtrooper helmet I could put on while I was going to deliveries.
Smoke and white line, steel horses side by side. It's more than just a living, y'all.
Oh man,
it's all way of life.
That grease on my pants, dang it.
Giddy up, gone, boys. 18 wheels on the concrete.
It's supposed to be like that. But the longer you look at this thing, the worse it gets. Like,
if you're out here riding with me, come on back and make some noise. We're the last of the cowboys.
Friday morning, Friday, my favorite day of the week. Kind of being lazy this morning. I don't know about lazy, but I'm just kind of mosey in here. It is currently about 8 o'clock. I'm in Lodi, Ohio, delivering to Valley City, Ohio. The way this all worked out yesterday, man. Yesterday turned into a nightmare. I should have filmed while this was all going on, but yesterday turned into a nightmare loading these 4 coils. Not because of trying to get them to scale, because they did really well. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But because what happened there was, when I scaled in, they get an empty weight. When you scale in at a steel plant, they put you on the scale and they get your empty weight. You go back, load, you come back out and get a loaded weight. And the loaded weight, one of the things that they're looking for is that the weight of their coils matches what they think. So they take your empty weight plus what your loaded weight, subtract your empty weight from the loaded weight and make sure that what they say their coils weigh is what you actually have on the trailer. And that's where the problem came in yesterday. I got up to the scale and they said, your empty weight was 30,600, right? I said, no, it was 33,600. They said, well, that makes sense because this looks like the coils are 3,200 pounds off. And what ended up happening there was I had to go back in to verify the weight of the coils. Now, when you see these coils here in a second, when I take it inside, you'll realize that why I got so frustrated with that. I'm going to use the word frustrated because the other words that I want to use are probably not appropriate for YouTube. But I was very frustrated because, you know, this doesn't happen to me. This doesn't happen to me when I got 1 coil on. This happens when I got 4 on, and each one of the 4 has 3 securement devices on it. So I had to go back. I put them on, loaded them, chained them down, went up front, scaled out, found out I was wrong, that the numbers were wrong. Had to go back in, unsecure them, take them off, verify the weight, put them back on, and re-secure them. That, of course, not only all the work that's involved there, but it also made it so it wasn't possible for me to make delivery yesterday. So what ended up happening there was I didn't make delivery. I came up, I'm close, I'm about 20 minutes away. But my pickup appointment, after I deliver this one, my pickup appointment at my pickup location is at 12:30 today. And the place I'm going to is, it's possible that stuff is ready right now. And I could just roll right in anytime and get it early. But it's also possible that it's coming off the line and it's not even ready yet. So I'm either going to sit here or I could possibly be sitting up there. So I figured the closer I get to the 12:30 appointment time, the more likely that material that I'm picking up will be ready. So I kind of just been goofing around this morning. Talked to my wife for a while, talked to a buddy for a minute, and figured I didn't film any yesterday. It was raining all day, and it wasn't any good. Wasn't a good time to get out and do any filming. But we did really good with positioning on this. turns out that just the way it worked out, we were just a touch over. We were within the tolerance of what Ohio will give you, but we were a touch over what the permit, but you couldn't get any better than this, and we're going to talk about that here in a second. But here we go. I jump in the back here and show you what I got. I thought about going over and giving Ghost a bath this morning. There is a blue beacon right across the street. But where I'm going for pickup is kind of a mud hole. So there is pretty high potential that I'll go spend 72 bucks at the truck wash, and then an hour from now it'll be covered. So get in here and show you what we got. All right. So this is what we got. There's our 4 coils. The weight of all 4 is 78,600 and some pounds. So close. What we got going on here is, because of the law, you got to have 3 securement devices on each coil. So I got 3 chains holding each one of these coils in. That is a lot of chaining. A lot of chaining. Now, figuring this position out, and I wanted to talk about this. I talk on the channel all the time that you don't have to know everything, and it's really good to have a source, some people that around you that you can utilize their brains and the information that they have in their head and their experiences to help you out when you're doing something that you don't do all the time. Obviously, you guys know, you watch the channel, I don't haul coils all the time. Coils are not my world, but they are a couple other people's world. So what I did was I called our boy, you guys have seen him a couple times, I called our boy Jeff Bigelow, Jeff Below. I called him and got his opinion on where to position these things. One of the other guys, Dana, I called and talked to him while I was talking to Jeff and got his opinion on where to put these. And then Rabbit, Rabbit is one of the guys that he is extremely good at positioning coils for axle weights. Probably the best I've ever seen at it. He's very, very good. And so I called him as well, and I got his opinion. And I kind of took a collage of the two, but leaned more toward what Rabbit was saying, because it made a little bit more sense for the positioning of the weight for the center of the trailer. And the way this came out, and Rabbit brought up a really good point, that a lot of people think that the center light on your trailer is the center balance point on the trailer, and that is true for the trailer itself. But when you're worried about axle weights, because the front axles or the drive axles are actually in front of the trailer, if you have your 5th wheel position in the right place, that drive axle, I'll take you up there and show you guys, the front drive axle is actually right there where my fender is. That's actually out in front of the trailer. So that is actually another 2 foot, 1.5 foot or 2 foot forward, which is also what you are working with to try to get your axles right, try to get your weights right. So the center of the trailer is not necessarily the center of how to distribute the weight to get it to be on those axles as even as possible. So what I had to do in my case, because of where my 5th wheel is and have that axle be out in front of the trailer, you have to account for that extra 1.5 foot where the axle is. So what I did was I got to the center of the trailer, which is right about here, somewhere in here, and I went 1.5 foot in front of the center of the trailer. From there, from that position, I walked off 12 feet that way. I walked off 12 feet that way. I set the 2 outer coil racks there, and then I walked 4 feet in from each one and set the inside coil racks there. That gave me the best chance of having evenly distributed weight. And when you guys see the scale ticket, I'll put it up right now. You can't get any better than this. So I gotta say that the formula works, and if you Some of it is luck. Obviously, each one of these coils weighs a little bit different. There's two that weigh a little over 20,000. One weighs 18,000. One weighs 19,000. So that is a factor as well with when you position them. So what I told the guy about what coil I wanted where was I didn't care which spot, but I wanted one of the 20,000s in the back and one of the 20,000s up front. And then I wanted the 18 up front with the other 20 and the 19 in the back with that 20. So that's the way I told him to do it, and it worked out. Obviously, you guys just saw the scale ticket, worked out perfect. So that's what we got on. We're gonna run 25 minutes up the road here, get this thing delivered, get these kicked off the trailer, and then we're gonna run up to Steel Warehouse in Cleveland, and we're gonna snatch up some sheets to go out to Brookville, PA. We're gonna take that home for the weekend. So let's go get this done. It's already late enough. I'm screwing around enough. So let me go actually do something today. So we made it up there to Valley City, got those coils offloaded. I did not film any of that. They had some sensitive equipment inside that building, so I wasn't able to film while we got that delivered. But we got that delivered about 8:30. We ran our happy butt up to Cleveland, hoping that we were gonna beat that 12:30 appointment and our material was actually gonna be ready.
Wish I could wear peace like this shirt on my back, then give it away whenever somebody asks. Every time I try, I catch myself reaching for it from someone else. Why is it so hard to hold on to? Maybe I'm obsessed with a hurried rush. Whenever I slow down, I beat myself up. So much time I worrying what could be or what I might have been, second guessing every move I make. I wanna trust myself, love myself, believe in myself like I used to. I wanna trust myself, be enough for myself, ring my own bell like I used to. Been out of the game a little too long, afraid so much has changed that I'll do it all wrong. Part of my heart's grown cold within, gotta find a way to feel the heat again, but I don't know where to begin. Oh, I wanna trust myself, love myself, believe in myself like I used to. I wanna trust myself, be enough for myself, ring my own bell like I used to. I'm gonna trust myself. Oh, I'm gonna love myself. I'm gonna trust myself, love myself, believe in myself like I used to. I'm gonna trust myself, be enough for myself, ring my own bell like I used to. Oh.
All right, go get our bills and we'll get out of here. Put my driving shoes back on real quick. So there you go, guys. That's it for this episode. We did manage to, when we got to Cleveland, that material was ready. They pulled us right in the door. We got loaded. We actually got out of there about 11:15, 11:30. We were sitting at the house by 1 o'clock, and now we're getting to enjoy a little bit of fire. Finally got cool enough in the fall that we can enjoy a fire inside, so I'm just sitting inside my house enjoying a nice fire this evening, and looking forward to the weekend. We will get back at it Monday. We're going to get those sheets delivered out in Brookville, PA on Monday, and then we're going to run over to Windham, Ohio and pick up some fire brick to go up to Cleveland. So I appreciate everybody tuning in today. If this is your first time watching the channel and you like what you see, hit that like button. If you want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that. That's all we got. We are going to go enjoy our weekend. I hope everybody else does, and everybody stay safe out there. See you on the next one.